Alright peeps, welcome back to Split City episode 18. You join us on board with the coppers here, and as you can see, there's not a lick of traffic knocking about. Not bloody anywhere. But yeah, now this is something we absolutely need to sort out. What private of a conquerheed on the bloody Langdon Lane Bridge? And the way we're gonna sort that out is by utilising this whole new key area that we cleared out. And if you thought Century Castle, Halo Heights, or the Waveform Tower with its nearly 2,500 residents there was canny, I found out that the Grass Crown here has an even larger residency capacity, but we need to figure out somewhere for it to fit. Now, since I'm hovering about our here, it's gonna be our here. We'll just need to make some mild adjustments. Beginning with deleting all of these nubs and stubs of pathways. Coming around the back of the map here, we're snapping off so we can spin this laddie around, line it up with the key, and get it just on the side of the train tracks. And thanks to advances in modern construction technology, we can build right close to the train lines. And nobody inside hears or feels a bloody thing. And yeah, now, there may have been some mild floodage thanks to that new construction, but what I read, this floating pathway is perfectly placed. And as I alluded to earlier, there's heaps of clearance between the new residences and the train tracks. What there isn't heaps of clearance of is the new residence in this bloody road here, but we do have some rather serious budget constraints, so instead of replacing the road, we're just gonna slide it about a bit. And I reckon that looks bloody tickety-boo. What do you reckon, Hickory Street? Hickory Street bloody loves it. This pathway needs to can, like, be gone! And get replopped because you're a vital pathway link for the pedestrians on the ground level. Well, that's our Grass Crown all situated. How many residents do we have? 3,888. Now, what's that doing for our traffic? Is it already? Yes, it is. It's already bloody backed up. Is it backed up on the underground as well? Let's see if it's back in the old spiral about up. Nah, the spiral about handles traffic like nobody's business, man. Well, let's head on board with Mason Page here. They're moving in. What type of traffic adventure are they gonna get into here? Why, hey, would you look at this? The motorway's bloody clear. Well, for the most part anyway. And this is after the merge of both motorways. But we definitely have a traffic problem with our Lagrafters getting back here. So we're gonna fix that by adding another lane here. It's always the solution. But in all seriousness, this bit of lane needs to be 2 lanes because it splits off into 2 completely separate bits of motorway. And this little section here was already 2 lanes anyway before the split. So let's work backwards. We've got a full lane each way near City Crossing. And from that left lane, you can go in any which direction you want. And then if we follow this top fork, it goes around, comes down, and connects into this bit of motorway where we're starting to get a bit of traffic build up, as you can see. But the traffic build up here is purely because of the knobheads doing ya effing and bloody jeffing at each other because they can't merge. Let me do a wee speedy up bit right here, and you can observe for yourselves the absolute bullshittery that is the AI traffic in this game. That'll do. I didn't want to get upset looking at that for too long. And look, we've got traffic flowing a lot quicker here. Again, ignoring all of the bullshittery. Now, I want to do the same for this off-ramp. You can see there's heaps of people coming off here. The only issue is, this is a sandwiched bit of off-ramp in between 2 other bits of bloody motorway. Look at that. 1 bit of motorway, 2 bits of motorway, 3 bits of motorway. And I want this bloody middle bit here. So I'm going to begin me click here. Then I'm going to negotiate with the camera all the way up to here where it's already up to 2 lanes. And then you can see as I move it around, it lines up right in the middle there. So unclick. And now we got 2 lanes. We can tell people they can go. What? No. Oh, why didn't you? What? Why has this been not upgraded? Anywho, upgrade that bit. Then we can tell there's traffic. It can get into both lanes here. And that should have the 7 slip roads all sorted out. Or at least as sorted out as I'm willing to take it. What's this bloody traffic on the Burnpool? Oh, it's the motorway. Yeah. All of this isn't part of the Evergreen Swamp traffic. The Evergreen Swamp traffic is bloody kicking a boot. Look at it. It's absolutely flying. That's that wonderfully free-flowing intersection life for you. Ruined the boots and all. But before we get too much further, I have a feeling that, our schools are in desperate need of a bit of an upgrade. Look, everybody bloody loved that. Even the people that can't even enroll. Oh! This definitely needs an upgrade. Get it on. We need to get all of the evergreen swampers bloody educated. But while we're making back the money that we've spent extending the land here, let's spend money downgrading this road back to 2 lanes as it initially was. And I put the wrong road in. So let's spend even more money putting the correct bloody road in. Well, there we go. Yet another free-flowing intersection. Everybody can go any which way they desire. Right, now while that traffic's sorting itself out, let's scoot around here to where we conned these waterfront residences out of their waterfront properties. Well, we didn't con them out of the property, just the fact it's waterfront. Because we have a wonderful patch of green ground here that needs to be built upon. I'm even going to turn this quay here from a path into a road. But I'm not going to use this medium quay with 2-way road on it. Look at the state of that road, man. It's bloody huge. So I've built a brand new road. Let me show you it. It's the one-way pedestrian street with another way added. And the path shrunk down a wee bit to make it exactly 8 metres wide. A 1 unit. And we're going to be plopping that small road down right where this quay used to be. Now I stopped Quay Street here because I want to see about popping a little cul-de-sac on. Can I pop it on and not upset the zoning? I can. Can I go to medium and not upset the zoning? Not quite. But what's going on in there? I created a hole. Alright, small hole, let's go. Or do I do small hole with tree? And I think holy cul-de-sac with tree looks the best. Oh, and I've done a bit of terraforming. It's a proper hole now. Look at that. Oh, bloody love this keyway. But with this keyway now in place, we need to connect the paths back up together. And we'll connect in with a casual straight like that on this side. And then we're going to get complex with it on this side. Connect straight in. Alright, now that looks nice and clean right there. Even on this side, I cleaned it up a bit. We do have a bit of dirt to walk with, but I reckon we can walk with it. All we need is plenty of boulders to keep the earth in place and we'll be tickety-boo. There we go. That looks... we need to tidy the top up. And there we have it. The old boulder field doing the bottom, covering up the bit of dirt. Looks bloody lovely, doesn't it? Or at least I hope it does, because we are about to extend the USA Southwest residential lot all the way in here. Now we're only going to be focusing on big old buildings because we didn't have that much space. So why didn't I catch back with this once I've crammed in loads of high-rises over here? And I think we're definitely going to have one right here, not disturbing anybody's zoning. And feast your eyes upon the USA South Residential High Density District here. Imagine you've lived in this house for 55 years. You've enjoyed the riverfront views. Now, you've just got high sky and the pie rises right in front of your bloody face. It was bad enough when the council installed the bloody pathway by your house and it got bloody busy, but nah. Look at the state of this now. Oh, and look at the state of this. Oh, no. Oh, damn. Oh, no. I see it. Garbage is piling up. There is also technically no vehicle access, so I'm keen to find out how this bit ambo gets ruined there. Well, it looks like the ambo does need to get ruined there. It just bloody sits there. What on earth are you doing, pal? Look at all of these Sims moving in. They've heard that Split City's the place to be, and you know what? It bloody is. Look at that skyline as we're rolling here. Oh, but we got garbage piling up at the old headquarters. Is that a helipad upgrade? Ari, get that on the crack. Any helipad upgrades for the... hospital, maybe? I see a helipad. Get on there. And then for police, I have a feeling that this old German police station here doesn't have any helicopter upgrades. But it could do with a garage extension. And then what's the other one here? Even more patrol cars. Get that on. Oh, we are upgrading it all the day, like. This German cop shop. Oh, it's fully stocked now. Well, with the fancy medical helicopters, we don't have to worry about dodgy AI traffic anymore. And are you picking up a dead body from here? There's no bloody... He's the cut in! Imagine you're sitting on your balcony in a helicopter. Oh, look at all the people! Wow! Oh, didn't get hit by the bush. Damn! Everybody's clippity-clapping. I will be clippity-clapping and all of the helicopter came and landed in the front of me house. That's mint, that. Anyway, let's bloody fly straight back to the hospital, get ourselves a bit of a land job on the crack, and then exit this little view here. Because there's still a few things we need to do over here, and we need to sort out a little bit of pathway access for these peeps. Hence the gap we've got. So my plan here is to come out straight doing parallel with the homeowner here. plop it in, now's a matter. And then we do a tidy 90-degree turn and straighten out to get onto the road there. And there we go. We got some tidy little pathway connection from Quay Street up to the main street. And if only I'd left some sort of gap here, I could have connected that path hour there to the new path hour here. Oh, hello, bricks. Oh, but I am indeed proud of this bit of road here where this car's taking a U-turn. I upgraded it so I could get a retaining wall on. Ah, it's mint. Now, we did unfortunately upgrade half of this roundabout to have a void, so you've got to mind the gap when you get on the pathway up. And we need to upgrade this cul-de-sac to be a roundabout with a pretty little flower on it so the farmer mansion there can hang about and have no one living in it because it's too expensive. Now, the next pathway I want to connect is right off this little cul-de-sac here. Real casually like that. And new pedestrians have even more options to get onto the key path. And then I've purposely left some little green triangles knocking about so we can plop some parks in. Maybe an urban parkette if I can make it fit. Ooh, that fits bloody lovely, that. Get plopped. I might even pop a tiny city park just across the way there. Oh, and can I pop a mini park in there? Oh, can it with the fancy light posts? Oh, I can pop a mini park on the other and it fits bloody perfectly. Although if this is your bedroom, you might not agree that it fits perfectly here. You know, it might be having a mild change of plan here with this pathway. Oh, here we are. Now the pathway can be a straight number onto the park. And I do believe that works. Yes, there we go. We got the routes. It's all working properly. Speaking of things working properly, I'm loving this hole. Now, even though this hole is working absolutely properly, as expected, I want to see if I can get a bit fancy with it. And I reckon that is what you call fancy with it. Well, once I tediously pick all of these bad lads out and bring them up. There we go. Now you can't say that's not fancy. Alright, now I've made it a little bit less scary for pedestrians. What? Where's my boulders went? Alright then, let's plop the boulders back on. And that's what I call that'll do. You know what? I've been thinking about extending this path out all our building. And that path is actually above the level of all of these houses here. I reckon we could build a bridge. Right, so let's see. We're coming off here. How high do I need to go to get 0%? There we are, 0%. Let's figure out what angle. I think that looks about spot on. Now, I don't know why you three are whinging like, oh, it's bloody keyed up, that's why. I was going to say, if this is all a bridge, you should be tickety-boo. And that actually does clear their gardens. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to clear the garden. Yes. I tell you what, I'm loving this little area more and more the more we cram into it. It's all more. Like how much more we have to get down to 0 meters here. Don't worry about the bins. They'll stay gone. We have I said they'll stay gone. We've got a tidy little pathway all the way up there. Quickly, just get away before you see them. Alright, has the traffic calmed down yet? Has it shite? What's the motorways looking like? No. What? All the way back to here when anyhow the graph does split. Guess that's what happens when you start encroaching on 50. Oh, I forgot all about all of these bloody warnings. It's all because of traffic. Well, yeah, as I was saying, guess that's what happens when you get up to 50,000 population. But apart from some surface work, which I'll just do off camera, I'll not bore you with that, I reckon it's time to head over to the grass crown. And sort out this bloody roadway for them. And while we're doing this, we're going to take the opportunity to switch the roads round a bit. This one-way number. No dodgy traffic going on back there. And then if we very temporarily sever this arm, I hope you had a good run, but be gone. Oh, what but the water? Looks like we're going to connect a new pipe on there. Hopefully that means everybody gets their water back. Yeah, happy days. I'm going to connect on with a one-way alley here. We're connected right back onto the road in such a way when anybody's zoning kicks off. Oh, lovely. I love it when the zoning doesn't kick off. And then to get our fancy swanky hotel back connected, we're just going to real casually plop a road down, swing around and connect it in just like that. So now, the garbo trucks, the hearses, they can all actually get here. I mean, I'm dreading to see where this is. Yeah, nah. We'll check back with you in a bit. Cool, I just realised I built this the wrong way around, so let's redo that. Alright, here we have it. We've got the one way in. It's a nice little two-way section for the actual building itself. We've got an asymmetric split out, one gunning down to the motorway out, one gunning straight across as usual. And we also have an asymmetric split on this side, One to go out to the highway and one to go out to the hotel there. Now I can foresee some traffic happening here, and I don't really see the point of this road being 2 lanes. Let's just bring it down to 1 lane. Makes it safer for the pedestrians crossing, and we have a tidy little split here. Proper lane management. Providing you turn off the unsafes. Now, we're absolutely free-flowing and living our best lives. Now, of course, we can't just have a bloody motorway sticking about here in the middle of suburbia. We need to hide it with some bloody sound barriers. They'll never know it's even in there now. Now, priorities-wise, the only one we need to do is this right-turning lane is a giveaway. Oh, is it going to see it in action? There we go. Truck and blue car. A proper giveaway situation. Well, this one I'm just going to leave as a free-for-all. Crack a boot with it. You know what we can do now? We can actually finish the big path. Look, it stopped there. But we just need to finish this last little bit. Do our best to stay underneath the old rail lines here. And connect on in a little something like that. Oh my god! And once we remove this bridge upgrade, we might have a bit of a shenanigan situation. Yeah, we'll kind of walk through the hedgeway here. Well, that's now a little bit of move it won't solve. And there we have our lovely key path. You just have to watch out for the trees and rocks and bushes on the way. But it gets you right around all the way up this bloody street here. And I mean all the way up this bloody street here. From one side of the tile to the other. Well, see, I'm kind of happy with this little area. There's just one more thing I want to do. And that's connect this upper path down to the bottom here. By sort of just coming off here and then connecting on in. A little something like that. And I think that looks alright. Tidy little split. And you just gone down to ground level there. Absolutely bloody perfect. And I'm also noticing room for a little park action potentially. Ooh, not quite for the city park. But this modern pocket park will do the job just nicely. See, now pedestrians can cut across there. Saving time on their trip. The city is looking proper walkable like. Oh, I wish I saw this crash. I wonder if it happened off the top of the spiral about. Old mate just came up a bit too fast and went whee. And I'm on ya. Oh, they were bloody moving into the grass crown as well. But unfortunately, they're just going to have to wait for the hearse, which is currently, I believe, underground. How you doing, Mr. Hearse driver? Are you enjoying the tunnel traffic? Giving you that proper, authentic Sydney experience? Oh, the amount of dead bodies piling up here because of this traffic. And I'm only going to make it worse because I'm not done plopping high-rise buildings down. Look at all of this green space we got left over here, man. Because in this bit of green ground here, we're going to be popping as many mansions as we can. I reckon that's a canny fit right there. What about the painter's mansion? Oh, it's a bit small, like. Pop musician's mansion? Oh, see, that's more like it. And then do we have a bit of a skinny? Oh, we do have a bit of a skinny. Oh, it actually doesn't fit anywhere there. Can I fit it off the side here? Eee, this is bloody huge. Well, I was after maybe a little bit of a skinny small mansion. Maybe that painter's mansion from earlier that I rejected. Nah. Well, there's no long skinny mansions, but there is the Vista building. This is the one we couldn't fit on the old triangle about because of the little pool in the back there. Well, fountain situation. And we still have even more room here. Somewhere that's begging for a better pines. There's even enough room in there for an urban parkette. Then now on this side of the waveform tower, I want to start getting some of the larger ones on. See, like this bard lad right here. This bard lad right here. Maybe even some old condominium condos, you know? So let me see what I can squeeze together and get back ways. Oh, huge city! 325 grand, not bad. And look at all of those expansion permits we're not gonna use. We even unlocked the Corner Theatre, a modern theatre where art comes to life in an innovative space, offering captivating shows and cultural experience that will leave you memorised and entertained. Why aye, oh bloody majestic! Where luxury meets cinematic excellence. Experience the ultimate movie magic in our grandeur venue, complete with luxurious seating and immersive sound. Enjoy a diverse selection of films for an unforgettable entertainment experience. And we've got a little loan limit increase. Look at our numbers flying up. It's proper whooshing like. We've just had to scale up to a brand new level. That's how high our revenues are. All thanks to our very profitable public transport system here. I mean, we've got 4 profitable services like. I'm bloody buzzing with that. But yeah, nah, I was in the middle of doing this, so I'll catch back with you when I've done it. And there we have me fancy little plot buildings doing. The only thing we need to do now is actually connect these roads up. And as per usual, we're going to be getting fancy with it. Tidy little one-way system. One of the ways it connects up like that, and the other way, real casually connects down like that. Hang on, why we're flooding? Like, significantly flooding. Look at the water. Where's it coming from? We should be alright. Is this building really low? Whoa, alright. All of these buildings are slightly lower than the bloody quay. That would explain it. Plop. Got the little condos in. But I do spy an opportunity to pop some large flats down. Like a glove. And then with a little bit of love from the bulldozer tool, everything fits. No collision issues whatsoever. No traffic management around this new little area. We're going to have to sort that out. First of all, no bloody traffic lights. No bonus crossings. We've got the crossings in place. And it's a very simple one-way system. Left lane comes off, all gone straight. Same dealio here. We just make sure that these laddies are yielding and we should have no traffic problems. And when you look at that, we're filled up with grass crown. It's all the way up. And nobody's whinging about all of the trains gone past. Oh, look at how much we've absolutely lined our railway line today. Oh, it's been a bloody section and a half. And with traffic's even sorted itself out. But do we dare go all the way here and see if it actually has sorted itself out? Oh, it actually has sorted itself out. Which means any of these waiting for hearses and waiting for rubber to be picked up is an actual issue. If, and only if, they are still here at the beginning of the next episode. That's how you deal with your problems, peeps. You stand on your balcony and enjoy the world passing you by underneath. Trains, pedestrians and automobiles. What more could you want out of life? But in all seriousness, peeps, I hope you've enjoyed this little filling out our starting tiles episode of City Skylines. We are most certainly encroaching on the end of this series now. I've got an episode or two planned for the Grafters split, one or two more for the Living split here, and I personally need to get all of that done in the next month because I'm switching to Linux. Because fuck Windows 11, I'm going through the pain of switching to Linux. And part of that pain might mean my computer is no longer powerful enough to play City Skylines 2. It also means I have to completely change my editing software from a totally legit version of Premiere to an actually legit version of DaVinci Resolve. Oh, and fingers crossed that that's going to make the editing workflow a little bit nicer. Because as it currently stands, editing is just the hardest part, like. But whenever I say you's enjoying the videos and that, liking and commenting, it does make it all worth it. As well as seeing these mental cities come to life. That makes it worth it and all. But anywho, enough of my yip-yapping about. I'll see yous next time. Toodaloo!